Hi everyone, it's Peter Zalum's Griniflix Adventure. Got some weird lighting here underneath the trees here. Oh well. And welcome to another video. Yes, out and about again today. Today's video is about the Nikon D850 with a Tamron 150 to 600mm zoom. Both I rare. I don't use often, so I gotta go and use. So this is it. It's huge. I can tell you why I don't use it often. It's so bloody big. Look at the size of it, and even that for a zoom or a telephoto lens is probably, it's a more on the compact version. What I'm normally using is that. Yes, my Leica. That's the one I always pick up because it's small. It's the focal length that I mainly use is anywhere between wide angle, which is probably 21mm, to 90, I would say, would be the most common focal length. So 35 and 50 is what I use most often. 21 I like using particularly when there's events. Can't have any events right now with COVID. And 90 is for landscape and for portrait, and so that tends to be a very popular focal, well, they are very popular focal lengths to use, and obviously the camera is easy to use, it's easy to carry and convenient. However, nevertheless, there is a purpose for something this size, and without a doubt it's for wildlife photography, it's for getting in close to the action, particularly in sports. Again, not much of that happening right now. However, during COVID times, what is still available is wildlife. So I'm out to find some wildlife, some birds, being the harbour. The most popular type of bird we have out here is a seagull and also a cormorant. We'll see whether there's any around. So this is Tamron SP 150 to 600 zoom G2. You can lock it at any zoom length, so 150 to all the way up to 600. Doesn't matter where you are, you can just lock it by moving the collar forward. I think there's a sincere lack of bird activity around here. I'm going to go around to the fish markets. I have taken some shots already. The settings I'm using are 3D. Don't know whether you can actually see that on the screen there. Continuous focus, 3D. I'm using the focus button on the back of the camera rather than the focus activated by the shutter button. And I'm doing continuous high speed. So up to now I was actually using single shot. So basically I'm so used to just taking target shots. I have to remember that when I'm bird watching, trying to get action in flight, then I need to take advantage of the facilities of the camera, which is high speed shutter. So I think relative to mirrorless cameras these days, this is really slow. So I think it's about 7 frames a second or something. Nevertheless, being 45 megapixel, I think is the size of the sensor. Produce huge files. I'm happy with 7 frames a second. Alright, let's go to the fish market. There's bound to be more birds around there. I've relocated to the fish markets, but I don't know where the birds are. They must be all fully fed. Just spotted something different. I found a cat near the fish markets. It's probably appropriate, isn't it? Underneath the chair. So let's see where I can take that. Alright, so besides using the 3D setting on the camera, and using the back focus button, I'm also shooting at 1/1600th of a second to freeze the action. Nevertheless, I've got the anti-shakes, the vibration control set on with the camera, and let's see where I can get this cat looking peacefully there. gone back to spot because the cat's amongst the chairs there, so I can't get the focus. Alright, I got the focus now using spot. Alright, that's as good as it gets. Yeah, the 3D works well when you've got birds in flight with nothing else around, so it doesn't get confused with the focus. But then if you've got stuff around the place, you've got to go spot. Fish markets here are dumping all the ice from to display the fish during the course of the day, so they've got to dump the ice at the end of the day, so they put in fresh ice the next day. So where they're dumping the ice is where the birds are coming. I'm able to at least get a few shots of birds in flight. Is using 600mm as far as the focal length. I've gone down to 400 to see whether it's a bit easier to get the birds in flight. Otherwise at 600 it's almost impossible. Well, the sun is setting, so it's time to switch over. Head off back home and go from this one to this one. And take a few more shots on the way home. so little light. Alright. Yeah, it's about 5:45 now. Been out for a couple of hours around Sydney Harbour, and always, it's fantastic. I'm always surprised by what I see and what I get. So it's funny, isn't it? If you haven't used a camera for a long time, you start to really appreciate how good it is. The Nikon D850 is an incredible camera, and teamed up with the Tamron 150-600 G2 zoom is outstanding. Okay, so the advantage of a DSLR, so a mirror, a live viewfinder I suppose you call it, meant that what I was doing when I was actually trying to track the birds in flight, I would have both eyes open. So to a certain extent I had what I saw in the viewfinder of the DSLR in one eye, so there was an image obviously that zoomed in, and then in the other eye I had the bird in flight but a minuscule. So in my brain I could sort of superimpose the little image of my left eye with the big image on my right eye, and that helped me actually to find the bird in the viewfinder and then track it. Anyway, it takes a bit of practice to do that. I hope you enjoyed this video and little slideshow. If it's the first time to my channel, please do subscribe. I really appreciate that, and if you liked the video, a thumbs up would be really appreciated. That helps with the YouTube algorithms, so yes, thumbs up helps me produce content for you guys. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe, press notifications, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks, cheers, bye, and off into the dark we go.